Let's get right into it. In the world of sports, few stories grip us like the rise of an underdog who becomes unstoppable. It's not just the stats, it's not just the wins, it's the journey, the transformation, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. That's exactly what makes Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's story so magnetic, because he didn't come into the league crowned with hype or handed a superstar title. He earned it. Every bucket, every minute, every accolade, through an unshakable mindset, unmatched skill, and an unrelenting grind. Shai was born in Toronto, Canada, a city that has rapidly become a hub for basketball excellence. But back when Shai was growing up, Canadian players were still seen as longshots, not guaranteed stars. He didn't let that define him. Instead, it fueled him. He attended Hamilton Heights Christian Academy in Chattanooga, Tennessee, a move that showed early on he was willing to leave home for the dream. And that dream was clear, to play in the NBA, and not just be there, but thrive there. Even at a young age, coaches talked about his discipline, his poise, and his absurd work ethic. Shai wasn't the loudest in the gym, but you could feel his presence. You could feel the focus. He wasn't playing for attention. He was playing for purpose. Eventually, he committed to the University of Kentucky. Now, let's be honest. Kentucky isn't just a college basketball program. It's a factory for NBA-level talent. John Calipari doesn't bring in guys who just want to participate. He brings in killers. Even there, Shai wasn't the expected standout. Early in the season, he came off the bench. But when the lights got brighter and the pressure ramped up, guess who stepped up? Shai. He earned his starting spot. Then he owned it. He led Kentucky in assists, controlled the tempo of games, and showed off his now signature mid-range dominance. It became obvious. This guy didn't just belong in the NBA. He was going to reshape it. In 2018, he entered the NBA draft and was selected 11th overall by the Charlotte Hornets. But almost immediately, he was traded to the Los Angeles Clippers. That move would become one of the most pivotal in recent NBA history, because it set the stage for Shai's breakout. As a rookie, he started in 73 games. He averaged almost 11 points per game and shot over 47% from the field. But what impressed scouts and fans alike wasn't just the numbers. It was the way he played. Mature, efficient, unbothered by pressure. It was rare to see a rookie so composed, so calculated. He wasn't chasing highlights. He was focused on impact. Then came the trade to Oklahoma City. When the Clippers went after Paul George, it took a haul to make it happen. And the centerpiece of that trade? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a second-year guard with the potential to be great. Some said OKC was getting robbed. Others said Shai had star potential. But very few expected what would happen next. In his first season with the Thunder, Shai bumped his scoring to 19 points per game. He looked even more confident, more dangerous, more complete. He had the keys to the offense, and he wasn't giving them back. The Thunder, expected to tank, made the playoffs. With Shai leading alongside Chris Paul and Danilo Gallinari, OKC stunned everyone, but it was clear who the future belonged to. Shai wasn't just producing, he was leading. He was evolving. And as the roster shifted around him in the coming years, his star only rose higher. The next season, he averaged 23.7 points per game, then 24.5, then a ridiculous leap, over 31 points per game in the 2022-23 season. That's not normal. That's superstar behavior. And he did it with jaw-dropping efficiency, killer instinct, and a bag of moves so deep it leaves defenders guessing every possession. Let's talk about that bag. Shai's game is a masterclass in pacing and precision. He doesn't explode by defenders with raw speed. He lulls them to sleep, uses angles, hesitations again, then boom. He's gone. He operates in that in-between space where most players lose control, not Shai. That mid-range? Deadly. Floaters, runners, off-balance jumpers, he's surgical. His ability to stop on a dime, change direction, and hit a shot with a hand in his face is elite. And when defenders play him tight, he's drawing fouls, hitting free throws, and controlling the clock. It's methodical. It's merciless. It's art. Defensively, he's no slouch either. At 6'6" with long arms and quick instincts, Shai can guard multiple positions. He gets steals, contests shots, and never backs down from a challenge. He's not just scoring 30 and chilling. He's playing both ends. He's leading by example. And that's what makes him dangerous. He's not just a bucket getter. He's a complete player, a team-first guy, and a leader who gets it. He's also incredibly humble. Off the court, Shai keeps it real. He's soft spoken but confident, stylish but grounded. He knows who he is, and he doesn't try to be anyone else. His fashion sense, impeccable. But it's more than just clothes, it's a reflection of his confidence, his individuality, his identity. He's authentic. He doesn't need to scream to be seen. He doesn't chase clout. He just puts in the work, delivers on the court, and lets the world catch up. And catch up they did. By 2023, Shai was an all-star, and not just a participant. He was a headliner. He was named first team All-NBA, joining the ranks of legends. The media, the fans, the league, they all woke up to what Shai was becoming. Not just a rising star, a certified killer, a franchise cornerstone, a face of the future. What makes this story even more impressive is the context. He's doing all this with a young roster. No super team, no mega trade acquisitions. Just him, a group of hungry teammates, and a culture of belief. He's mentoring guys like Chet Holmgren and Josh Giddey. He's setting the tone every single night. When the Thunder win, it's because Shai leads them. Shai leads them. When they lose, he owns it and comes back better. That's rare. That's special. Now, let's not forget his international impact. Representing Team Canada, Shai helped lead them to one of their best runs in FIBA history. He didn't just play, he dominated. He showed the world that Canada is no longer just developing basketball talent. It's producing killers, game changers. And Shai is the face of that movement. He's inspiring a generation of hoopers north of the border. He's showing that you don't need a US passport to be the best in the world. You just need drive, work, and heart. Every game, he steps onto the court with the same mission: dominate. Doesn't matter if it's the Lakers, the Celtics, or a back-to-back in Detroit. Shai brings it. His numbers speak for themselves. But more than that, his presence does. You can feel when he's locked in. You can see when he takes over. And when it happens, the arena shifts. The fans rise. The defenders panic. Because they know. Shai's got that look. And when he's got that look, it's already over. He's earned the respect of his peers. Superstars like Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Steph Curry, they've all seen it up close. They know this kid from Toronto with the smooth game and deadly focus is no fluke. He's a threat. He's coming for the crown. And he's doing it his way. The craziest part? He's still only in his mid-20s. That means we haven't even seen his peak yet. He's learning, evolving, sharpening every single season. What happens when his three-point shot becomes even more consistent? What happens when the Thunder fully click as a team? What happens when experience meets hunger? You get a storm. You get a run. You get a player who could be not just an MVP, but an all-time great. So when we talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, don't just look at the highlights. Look at the journey. Look at the hunger. Look at the moments when he was counted out and responded with fire. Look at the way he's transformed not just his game, but the entire trajectory of a franchise. From quiet prospect to franchise leader. From draft day trade piece to face of the league. From Canadian hopeful to global superstar. This isn't just a rise. It's a revolution. One possession at a time. One game at a time. One season at a time. And it's far from over. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is here. And the league better be ready because he's not slowing down.